So that was anyway. That's what happened. I can't believe that was the whole story, and that's what happened with her. And I got my phone back. So yeah, wasn't that something? That was an amazing story. That was a true story. It did happen. And what? Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't put me on that screen.
I didn't. It was an act. It was like 1 second. It was 1 second. No one would have even known if you hadn't said anything. It clicked for 1 second. It's not. What are you ducking for?
Would you start your story where you left off?
I did. I finished it.
No, you didn't.
Ta-da! That was the ending.
You just left. Everybody has anxiety right now because of you.
Oh, okay. So I hope this buffering works out better. I did have to restart my computer, and then the length for restarting this is Rumble, just so you guys know. Waiting on Rumble to decide they're going to let us stream.
Called you a dick.
All right. So anyway, so I knew she had the phone. I told you, lost the phone at Home Depot. And I tracked it with my wife's phone, and I knew that this girl had it and I told her, if you move, the little, I showed her on the phone, said, this is my phone. It's going to boop, boop, boop. It's going to walk away. And then I know you've got it for sure. And then I'm going to get my phone. And I was very convincing. I kept thinking that she's looking at me when I said, you're not leaving here with my phone. I can only imagine her looking back and going, I believe you. I don't think I'm leaving here with it. No, you're not. And it was tough. I was kind of hoping to just be a guy, because a guy, you can say, give him my phone. And when he says no, and I know he's got the phone, they can handle things a lot differently. I mean, a ton differently, especially, I'm telling you, my adrenaline was going. I was getting my phone back. But now it's a girl, and what do I do? Run outside and get my wife and go, hey, kick the shit out of her and get my fucking phone. Because she would have, my wife would have gone up and just grabbed her by the shirt and kept bitch slapping her. Give me the phone, 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 and this ends. Give me the phone and we'll stop doing it. But I didn't want to, because then if I ran to get my wife, then the girl would leave. And remember, my wife's out guarding the truck and trying to communicate with the idiot in Pennsylvania who's turning on the camera to see who took the phone. All right, that never panned out at all. And none of us thought it would, right? Okay. So she doesn't want to leave. Now she's sitting there, and she's standing there next to me, and she won't walk away, because as you walk away, it proves you got it. So now she's just standing there, not leaving. Now she's like, oh, shit. And she's standing there, and she's standing there, and she's standing there. And pretty soon, she walks away. She walks about, 8-10 feet and turns the corner. And I'm watching my phone. Boom, my phone jumps to where she is. So I truck around the corner, and she knows I'm coming, because I said, aha, that phone, you fucking got my phone. I turn the corner, and there's my phone sitting on a box right there. She's walking, and the phone is sitting there, and the phone quit moving, so guess who had my phone? Yeah, the psychedelic bitch from hell who tried to kite my doobage and got caught. Oops. Yeah, big fat white guy, not so dumb. That's right, me. It's my Indian name, as Running Dummy, so just so you know. And so I got my phone back, and all was right in the universe. But I had to come out, and my wife said, oh, you had to say some girl had it. And she's like, where is she? Now I already got the phone. Calm down. So, yeah, that was a true scary moment. I think we've all had that moment where you're in panic mode because your phone's missing and your entire life is on your phone. Now, this is the one thing that I don't like iPhones. I think iPhones are garbage. They're not as cool. They're just like, ooh, I have an iPhone. I have the newest iPhone. Other than that, they don't mean shit to me personally. And I know 99% of you have iPhones. Okay, well, you're all wrong and I'm right. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming along with me on that part of the story. So, but the one thing I will give it to iPhones is that if my wife loses her iPhone, she can lock the phone. She can get a hold of Apple, lock the phone, and everything on her phone is in a cloud. And when she gets her new phone, it all goes back on there. And iPhones are almost impossible to break into. Governments have to go to Apple and go, could you please unlock this for us? We have a warrant. And even sometimes they won't even do it then. So for the trust factor, for the safety factor, yeah, I would hand it to Apple. That's Steve Jobs did a good job there. However, just for practicality, I think an Android is far superior by like leaps and bounds. And I love my phone. And I was really having I was beginning to grieve a personal loss without it, especially when I thought someone else has my phones. And I just can't do that. I was really having an upset time. So, problem solved, crisis averted, and the potting soil got back to the house. And if you have some sheets to read, I would love for you to read some sheets while I hydrate.
I can do that for you.
All right, go ahead.
Danny H. gifted 5 memberships tonight to Deb, John, Shane, Hawaiian82, and Reality. They all got memberships tonight. We have a friend that hasn't been around for a while, John Stevenson.
Yeah, because we argue about how to say his name.
1999. He is here. This was from the last stream that was on. Marilyn Bannister from Facebook. Hi, all. First time watching live.
Thank you.
Eric Taylor, love the videos. This is my first time on the live, too.
There we
awesome.
go.
Jan Mott's member for 12 months. She got her big red
Got
one
a big
today.
red one on YouTube.
Mr. Blackstar, member for 9 months. People pissing me off today. He's drinking a lot. There's lots of shots after that.
Okay, now remember, we're not trying to read every comment in the sheets.
I'm not. Loud one, $2. People paid it. We off the tracks time to hold the FARC on.
I know it was a difficult start.
Take 2, John Stevenson, 1999. John Horn, member for 14 months. And you may continue on.
All right, so there, you guys. I got to tell you about last Saturday's stream. Those of you who were here, was a pretty dark stream, was it not? Or not? Maybe dark's not the right word. Emotional, deep. There we go. It was a very deep stream. My wife did not have any idea what I was going to say. I just was overwhelmed with a ton of stuff. Years of stuff build up. And I don't often release that with you guys. Once every 4 months or so, I have a stream where I go off the rails. And sometimes I'm just angry. And sometimes I'm kind of withdrawn. And this one was, I'm just tired of, I'm really tired of rolling the boulder up the hill. And we talked about that last week. And I won't revisit that, but overwhelming support from you guys. And I didn't complain like, oh, I got a knife in my chest. Can someone come help me? I didn't ask for help. I just gave you guys an explanation on some of the stuff that was going on in my life. All the boulders that I was trying to roll up the hill. Remember, we talked about those. Everything from moving the country along to my physical move that I'm trying to do to Nevada. There was a lot of stuff in there, and it was kids, and it was wife, and it was friends, and it was family, and it was fans and viewers, and it was just, I just got to a point where I was just bent, if you remember Saturday's show. However, the support you guys gave, I didn't ask for any support. I didn't ask for any encouragement. I can't tell you, I can't even count high enough on the emails, the direct messages, the comments during the live stream, the comments in the video after the live stream. Absolutely incredible. I had no idea you guys were all going through the same stuff. We're all people going through our trials and tribulations, and it was just comforting to know, one, that I'm not alone. Everybody's pushing the same boulders up the same hills. That was encouraging. And then, of course, on top of that was all the kind words. So for those of you that replayed the stream, a couple of you didn't know what was going on. Like, well, what I missed. Then they went back and watched it. Pretty big episode. Going to be one of those ones that you can say you were part of if you were there. It was different, and it was deep, and it was a connection. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for being there last Saturday. That was a big one. Anyway, so there's my thank you. There's my thank you. Boop, 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 boop. We go back in time and do that one again. And there's a story on the phone that almost got away from me, but it didn't. So now you've read the sheets, and again, we're trying to calm the sheets down a little bit. We're trying not to read like the whole thing becomes 2/3. That was another thing when I told you 3 shows ago. I said, hey, we're going to scale back the sheets. I just can't read every single comment because it takes up so much time. Do you know how many people praised me for that decision? Took the time to write and go, I was almost leaving the program because all you do is read other people's comments. I don't know who these people are. I don't know every single person. Hi, say my name, say my birthday, what's going on? They didn't know. So they're watching a show that they don't know everybody, and I could see where that would be boring. So we moved on from that. Now, let's get into some of the other stuff. You guys saw the video about the grill floss tool, the one with my daughter where she cleaned the grill, and then my son says, you didn't tell him what it was. So the guys, now here's the problem. I'm going to put this up there. You guys don't have the affiliate link ready, do you? Not one person has Jacob's affiliate link ready to go for this. It's a special link on a special page. Actually, if you go to any of the Grill Floss videos, it's in the comments. It's the first pinned comment in there. You guys should have had that right. You know what? You moderators, let me know when you go to the video and you have the affiliate link ready because you have to
Trippy?
go. Trippy? Fucking Trippy? No fucking Trippy. This time we're just going to talk about Trippy in a good way. All right. So let me go on to some of the fun parts of the show before we get into some of the sponsorship stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And then we'll go to the drag and drop section of the program. You guys seem to like that one. This one was a good one. Everybody seemed to have a good time with this one so far. We've been doing the interviews. This is our 16th posted interview. We've done more. We just haven't edited them yet. This was Haywood Nelson. You guys know him. Hey from the show What's Happening and What's Happening Now. One was in the 70s, one was in the 80s. It was a really popular show. I remember watching it when I was a kid. Anyway, Haywood was here in studio. He was at Two Bears Car Show in Fontana, live and in person all day. A lot of you met him. We hung out with him a few times after that. We've met him and his wife and hung out in Las Vegas and become good friends with him and his wife. And Haywood came by and spent 2 hours in studio giving us, it was some funny stuff behind the scenes in Hollywood, but it was more a real human life story on how he got to where he was and what it was like in the 70s and 80s being a child star. And then he's coming back with all the juice, all the juicy stories from behind the scenes. But you guys would like that one. If you guys want that interview, I'm sure they can put the link up for you. It's not on the normal podcast page. You can go to genxtalks.com and scroll down and click it. It takes you to it. But if not, it's on a special Spotify interview page. And all that's on that page are the interviews, and there's some really good ones in there. Haven was a lot of fun to do. So
we have the link.
They do. Are you sure you got the right link?
Yep, I clicked on it. Trippy was on it. Trippy's the man.
And what's the promo code?
Oh, why did you tell us that?
What's the promo code?
I have no idea what the promo code is.
It's in the same link. It's in the same spot where Trippy got the affiliate link. It's promo code. I'm pretty sure it's Gen X Talks, but you got to look it up. Because there's a promo code.
You could have told staff before all this happened.
I could have, but I also like to test staff. I like to see if you guys are on your toes. I mean, do I have to do the whole...
Promo code Gen X Talk.
Okay, do I have to do everything around here? Do I have to carry the entire weight of this program on my shoulders? Should we change my name to Atlas?
Gen X Talks.
Do you get that reference?
I'm ignoring you right now.
But you can't. You're the co-host. You can't ignore me. Atlas.
I'm giving you information right now.
You guys get the reference?
And got everything ready. He's amazing.
Ready? Let me do it for you. Just imagine the show.
Speak to the hand because the face ain't listening.
Ready? Atlas. Did you guys get that reference? That's me. In fact, I want all my shirts right, and from now on to not say the General or Gen X Dad. I think for the next year, Atlas. That would be appropriate, don't you think? Anyway, so grill floss. So the guy sent us some. And he says we can give them away. We can talk about it. If you guys just put the link up, moderators, Sammy, Trippy, Josh over on Rumble, just put the link so you guys can check this out. It's not expensive, and they gave us some of these. And what the cool part is that it comes with adapters. And if you can see right there, let's see if we can see that deal right here. Do you see where it just grabs the grill? It's got different adapters. And it just grabs the grill perfectly, so you don't have those big brushes and bristles and all that shit, and it knocks it down perfectly. So if you take the link and if you buy it, just put Gen X Talks, you get like $5 off or something. Gen X Talks is a promo code. Anyway, this guy this is a fan of the show. This is a guy who likes Gen X Talks. He follows Gen X Talks. He knows who we are. Now we know who he is. That is the best way to get a sponsorship or an advertiser. I mean, you probably get like 30 cents every time you buy one, but it doesn't matter. The matters is that you guys are getting a cool gig. So this is one Jacob. You guys know that Jacob's one of the brand managers. He's putting this stuff together. This is just one of many things he's doing. He connects people that have businesses and products who like the show, who approve of Gen X Talks. We're okay in their book. So we're in turn doing stuff with them. I'm not going to sell you guys on something that doesn't work. This fucking thing works great. It knocks off all the big stuff. By the time you get done with that, there's just a little stuff left. And I know everybody's like, well, I keep my grill clean all the time. General, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, there's a lot of people that shut the grill at the end of summer and don't open it again until spring. And you know what that looks like. And it's a chore. This makes it easy. So this is something I'm just telling you guys. Now I'm going to give away 2 of these later in the show. There's a trivia to come later in the show. I'm going to give you some simple Gen X trivia. You guys are going to text this phone, and whatever correct answer comes up first with your name and the phone number, it comes up there, then you win. I'm going to send you one of these. I think I got like 8 or 10 of them to give away. I'm going to give away maybe 2 tonight. It's worth it. Even if you just get it, we'll pay the shipping on it. We'll get it to you. They're giving them to us. We'll give them to you. It's a lot of fun. And they fucking work great. And Father's Day is coming up. Why don't you click on that right now and getting your man one? Right now, get your husband one and say, Happy Father's Day. And when he says, we don't have kids, you can go, well, we're gonna. And you're getting out in front of it. See, that's thinking. That's out in front thinking. Good job there. Well done to everybody who thought that through. Okay. Oh, the more I talk, the dumber I sound. I swear to Christ. Here's one that was kind of odd. My wife is going to have an opinion on this one for sure. I had to read the story, and of course, they bury the meaning way at the bottom of the story. But it's true. In the real Top Gun, now Top Gun the movie and Top Gun Maverick, which I loved both of them, just so you guys know, I fully approve and endorse them. If you are a real Top Gun naval aviator, a real Top Gun pilot, you are not allowed to reference the movie. You're not allowed to talk about the movie. You're not allowed to say, oh, well, I have the need for speed. You can't do that. You can't say, oh, that kill was so good, Maverick couldn't even have made that shot. You're not allowed to reference the movie. You get fined. Well, now I'm interested in the article. I'm like, you get fined? The Navy finds you? And they do. It's like, it's a fine. But so I had to read the whole fucking thing. You know how that goes. You got to read 36 pages of advertising before you get to the meat of the fucking story. Whoever invented those pages and slideshows, there's a special place in hell for you guys, you advertisers. Anyway, so come to find out that they only fine you $5. But they actually fine you $5. It is a real fine, and you really pay it. It isn't just give your commanding officer $5 out of your wallet. No. They said it's a real fine. Now, when you read the entire article, there is a reason why they do that. Top Gun Fightertown, wasn't that what they called it? Fightertown, USA, wasn't that where it was? And where did it used to be before they moved it? Because you went there a lot as a kid.
Yeah, Mira Mesa down in San Diego.
So Miramar
right?
Down there.
Miramar, near my grandma's house, yes.
So what they simply say is they're not downing the movie. They love the movie. It was the biggest recruiting tool ever for the Navy in the late 80s. But they don't want to confuse the seriousness of Top Gun and the seriousness of those pilots and what they go through and their training with a movie that's kind of happy-go-lucky and everybody wins. You know, it's in. Yes, I know he died. I know he died in the first movie. I got it. Okay. It's. I'm not talking about when Goose dies. I'm talking about that there is a fiction. There is a movie aspect of Top Gun pilots in Fightertown, and they were very clear on why they have that distinction. Like, look, dude, just don't talk about it. We're going to fine you $5. Just keep your mouth shut. It's kind of a code between those pilots. Don't reference it because we're the real deal over here and the movie's over there. And even if they love the movie, the Navy's trying to keep a separation of church and state, so to speak. So I found that at first I was mad. It says Tom Cruise fans will be angry the U.S. Navy doesn't allow real Top Gun pilots to ever mention the $1.4 billion franchise for one important reason. Like I told you, I read 35 advertisements before I got to it. I was upset at first, and by the time I got done reading it, I'm okay with that.
Me too.
I'm all right with it. You're okay with that for
yeah,
that reason?
Fine. It didn't upset me.
No, but at first you're like, dude, don't dog on Top Gun. Come on, man. So I thought you guys would find that interesting. And I see what I did for you there. I read the whole article. Now you don't have to. No. You don't have to wade through that with a machete like you're going through the jungles in Guam. I did it for you. I just brought you the golden monkey head treasure and said, here you go. You're welcome, America and Denmark. All right, moving on. You know how they do those? They'll take. Jay Leno used to do it a lot. Jay Leno would go down to the Burbank Mall and he'd have a camera and a microphone and he would ask basic geography questions to people and kids would fuck them all up because nobody knows shit. They did another one where and I don't want to show you the whole video. It's a long time, but I did capture this picture through the drag and drop section of Gen X Talks live stream. You guys have all done these puzzles before, right? In the drag and drop section, we're dragging in the puzzle. We've all had these puzzles growing up. All of my kids could do it by 4 years old, 3 years old. They could put all the pieces where they go, and they were learning the names of the states. Then they were learning the names of the capitals. They knew East Coast and West Coast. It's just something you teach your kids. Apparently not. They did 200 tests out in public at a park with people says, we're going to dump this puzzle out. Can you put this back together? And they couldn't put it together. And the ones that did put it together by just shapes and said, oh, I kind of got this. They said, do you know any of these states? And they knew 3, maybe 4. 97%, only 3% of the people, there was 200 and some that were tested on this, 97% couldn't put the puzzle together and didn't know the states. Now, you wonder why my generation laughs at your generation. Okay? You say, well, you're the Gen Xers, man. You didn't teach us this shit. Yeah, I taught my kids. I'm not laughing at my kids. I'm laughing at your kids. If you didn't teach them the basic stuff on this, then there's just think of all the other shit they don't know that they should know. Guess what? All of you idiots that can't put this puzzle together probably didn't learn to say please and thank you. You probably didn't learn to have a firm handshake and look someone in the eye when you're greeting them. Try to remember their name. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Be polite. Have a little respect. I'm just saying, it's a package deal when you're raising kids. And maybe this just goes back to poker. It's just a tell. Maybe this is just a tell. When you can't put this together, you know what? Move along. I'm not hiring you. I don't want to be friends with you. I'm not trying to educate you. I don't have time. I'm sorry your parents didn't raise you correctly. You got to go. I'm just saying. That's maybe me. I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot of times before. It feels an awful lot like being right up until the time you're wrong.
Adam Snidelman goes, well, you can learn 50 states and 50 genders.
Yeah, you got to pick one. He's right. Adam's right. You want 50 states or 50 genders, man? I can't do it all, so sticking with the genders. At least the states don't change too often.
You mean they don't know the song that we grew up on?
Do you know how much money I won in bars? I don't think I've ever told you this. Where I told people,
hey, Dr. McDreamy can sing it.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's got really a singing voice.
No, but he knows the song.
Well, he does. But
and he's listening.
We all know the song.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, in bars, when people were drinking, I can say all 50 states of the United States in alphabetical order in less than 30 seconds. And I'd say, no, you can't. Fuck you. You cannot. And I said, put your money down. $10, $20. And then you just, boom. And I can. I don't know if I can do it now, though. I could try it. But if I try to go fast, I mess up in the middle. It's a true story. I can do this. Now, patriot. I think the word you're looking for right now.
What year did we learn that?
6th grade, 1980.
Oh, yeah, that was 6th grade graduation.
We had to sing that. We had our 6th grade graduation at a mortuary. Forest Lawn, did we not?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yes, we did. It was a beautiful hall in Independence Hall.
Independence Hall. Okay. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Now, I don't know if I made it in 30 seconds, but back in the day, I would do that at bars when people had been drinking for a while, and I'd win every time. And then people would really drunk people. No, you forgot one, man. You didn't say Ohio or something, and then you got to go back and say it again slower, and then they know you did it fast. Yeah, I used that 6th grade to I
would have sang it.
So, Mr. Rennie, my 6th grade teacher, when you said I'd never amount to anything, I did. Just hustling bars with the colonies.
Yeah,
I
bet he'd love to hear that. A Christian school would love to hear that. I was making money at the bar. There was
some benefit to my Christian school upbringing. I could hustle people at bars with the states in alphabetical order. You guys didn't think I could do that, could you? Well, you knew. Come on, you knew.
I think you missed Washington, they said.
I didn't miss Washington. West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. Oh, wait. New York. Wait. Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia.
Washington,
West Virginia. I might have forgot Washington.
Wyoming.
Yeah, you're doing the song.
South, east, west.
I am not singing that song with you.
And cool considered.
What? Do you remember the beginning? 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. There, I'm doing it. I said I wouldn't do it.
Nifty stars in the flag that billows so beautifully in the breeze. That one?
That's the one. My God.
I do know that one.
Anyway, yeah, you guys knew that I knew that though, because don't doubt my hidden talents. I haven't shown you every trick in the book. 3 years running, and I held that one back for 3.5 years, and now you know that I know. All right, never question me, man. I'm always right. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Feels a lot like being wrong too. Okay,
I think we got a troll in here.
we have a troll. Who is our troll?
DM. You Gen Xers think you are all that.
Wait, is he? Where is he? Do you know?
YouTube.
Oh, you Gen Xers think you're all that.
Yes,
DM.
and a bag of chips.
Yeah, well, it's because we are dumbass. DM. It's like a bowel movement, BM, but it comes out as dick, so he's DM. That's all. What else was there? Is he going to say something else? DM?
Just leave him go.
All right, I'll let him go.
He's boring.
Come on, I was going to put him in the woodshed or something. Nah.
Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Here are some stars for the happy couple. Happy to be a part of the Bottom of the Glass Nation. 200 stars sent. Thank you, Sean. Loud one, $5. And this is why I don't want to be staff. I'm busy enough driving the bus. $10 from Phil's Garage. Phil's wife, Rain, says tomorrow is the first anniversary of Phil Appreciation Day from last year's much appreciated cameo. Best wishes to the General Mama X and my rock, Phil. May the whiskey flow.
I didn't know we had a Phil Appreciation
I
Day.
neither. John Stevenson, 1 week away from 2 years as a member. Woo! All
Flat
right.
out.
We are good to go.
All right, so there was something else. This is and as I told you guys, the world is full of ups and downs, yin and yangs, black and white, forward and backward, and we always like to hear stories about the pendulum swinging the other way. Do we not? I've been telling you it's been happening for a long time now. And every now and then we drop a little pearl in there. Here's another one. In the drag and drop section of this live stream, let's drag and drop something that counts. You ready? Da-dum-da-dum. And this is in California, no less. Pride flag will no longer fly over California City after officials reverse the policy. Now, I'm telling you, you would think in Southern California, it's like, well, that's not possible. Yeah, it is. And here's why. I don't know. I wrote down the dude's name, and I can't remember it now. It's in Downey. He's the mayor of a town called Downey, and there's a suburb of Los Angeles. And 3 years ago, they came stomping to their, the gay pride thing used to be when I was growing up. It's like, just include us. We just want to be treated like everybody else. We don't want any special treatment. We just want to be like you guys. And we're like, by the 90s, we're like, no, okay, everything's good. We got you. By the 90s, nobody cared anymore. But you guys have been great about bringing back division in this country. Far out, man. And this was one of them 3 years ago during the middle of this upheaval when the pendulum was swinging the wrong way. We want our gay pride, LBGTQ, whatever it is, and we want our flag to be flown in City Hall on special days and during the whole month of June. And they're like, well, okay, well, we don't want you to boycott us. We don't want you to cancel us. We'll do whatever you want. We'll bend the knee. And they put the flag up there. And then they had the first, I guess he's the first gay mayor. Fine, I don't care. And he's like, yeah, we should keep doing this. This is a great thing, and everyone should follow along until the city council said, look, dude, this is dumb. What do you mean it's dumb? Do you want to get yourself canceled? Is that what you fucking want, city council? Do you want to be canceled? Yeah, listen, man, the pendulum's swinging back the other way. Okay, you had your moment, but you can't go to the front of the line. When you guys just wanted to be treated equal, we were okay with that. But why does your flag get to go up there? What about a heterosexual flag? What about a transgendered flag? What about a Native American flag or a Mexican flag? We did kind of take over parts of Mexico and kick them out. We did take over Indians and kick them out to reservations. Maybe they should have a flag that flies at City Hall for their month. Oh, yeah, they don't have a month. Just you guys do. You can't do that. You can't. We're not going to put all the flag. Look, we're taking it down. And they passed an ordinance, and the mayor was quoted. What a sad, sad day. Why? That you're treated like everybody else? Isn't that what you wanted? No. You see, this is the only problem that everybody has with these movements. You want to be put to the front of the line. You want special treatment. Everybody was cool with you guys. Look, let's just all get along. I'll work next to you at McDonald's. You work next to me. We could be neighbors, go to the same barbecue. Everything's fine. No, that's fine with that. Everything was good. Until you got this agenda, this woke agenda where you were doing drag shows in front of third graders and you demanded it, till you wanted your flag flying over City Hall where there should just be a United States flag, a state flag, or a city flag. That's it. Nobody else gets special treatment. You either. That's when things turned on you. That's when people started the hate, and the anger was because, what are you doing? We weren't hating on you guys. It was hating on what you're doing. Stop trying to go to the front of the line. Well, finally, the city council of Downey just stood up and said, yeah, we're done with this shit. We're done. You can complain all you want. It's in all the newspapers. It was on everybody's internet. Gee, can you believe what's happening? And everybody said, yeah, I can believe what's happening. I can. This makes sense. And it does, doesn't it? Doesn't it just make common sense? I mean, otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of drunk Irish people going, hey, we have a specific day we'd like our flag to be flown. Even though they're drunk every day, Irish people drink all the time. On St. Patrick's Day, you'd have to fly their flag. And how could you disagree? You can't put one group in front of the other, which is all we've been saying the whole fucking time. You just don't put other groups in front of other groups. You don't do it. No. All right. I thought that was an encouraging story. A city council in Los Angeles had the balls to just go, fuck it. We're putting things back the way it's supposed to be. You had 3 years. Have fun with it. The mayor's all upset. He's in tears, crying in the corner. Let him. It doesn't matter to me. All right. Doom. You guys are on Discord, right? Do you guys go to Discord? Gen X Talks has a Discord server. They can put up the link to it. And it's chat rooms. It's just like old school chat rooms where there's one about cars and there's one about hobbies. And there's one about food and stuff like that. And so I put up a picture the other day, and Discord turned it into that. I went back and looked at my picture I put up. No one's commenting on it. And doesn't that look like a big pile of shit? And there's me, the general, and there's my little picture. But that's what I tried to put up. And I called Trip. I go, Trip, man. Trippy Pineapple, he runs Discord for us. I said, Trip, the fuck, man? He goes, well, if you click on it, you can see it. I think you need to update your profile, or you got to change your terms of agreement or something. I'm like, this is not on me. I would never take a regular picture and turn it into a pile of shit. But Discord did. That's what Discord thinks of me, apparently. Fuckers. Anyway, so...
Sweets is calling that an angry turd.
An angry turd? Yeah, it wasn't even a nice turd. It was Sweets is right. It was an angry turd. So anyway, I will show you the picture briefly, and I'm going to enlarge it to cover the screen, because this particular picture was placed in the gold coin thread. Clues to where the gold coins are across the country. So I'm going to give you this one in the drag and drop section, and we'll take up the screen, let you guys look at it for a minute, and see if this helps you. Does this give you guys anything? This is a very important picture. So screenshot it, because I'm taking it down. But that was what I tried to put up there as a clue. And apparently Discord didn't want a clue. Apparently Discord wanted an angry piece of shit up there, and that's what they did. So there you go. There's your picture. There's your clue. Now we're moving on. Another piece of nostalgia, which I'm getting a lot of personal comments on, so I'll show it briefly again. This is a picture of me and my buddies, some of the names you know. I think I was 17 in this picture, and this is Yosemite, and this is a very long time ago, as you might imagine. And I forget who commented on this. They knew which one I was right away, but that is me and my buddies. That is my red Mustang. That is my friend Steve's 68 Bug, and that is the snow on the ground, and we are in Yosemite. And you guys can figure out which one I am. I don't think it's too hard to tell. But just in case you can't, I'm the cool guy who looks like he has a sausage stuffed down his pants, and I don't. I didn't walk around with any false advertising. That was just me. I've seen this picture my whole life. Didn't even notice that till the other day. I said, "Whoa, boy, I was sporting some there. I don't know what's going on." But I also was the only one not in green. That'll make you happy too. I still have that Levi jacket. That Levi jacket is hanging in my closet to this day.
Your kid wears it every once in a while.
He did when he was 12. Now he's so big. He's gigantic. There's a long story on why that jacket doesn't fit me, because it shrank. That was the one I had to wrap my rifles in when I ran out of water hiking back towards the mine, and I couldn't get out, and I had heat exhaustion. I almost had heat stroke.
Isn't that your Mustang?
Yeah, that was my Mustang.
You know what? The guy sitting on the VW there, John Chiaravalo,
yeah.
I don't remember him wearing glasses.
Yeah, Chiravalo did wear glasses. John Chiravalo is now the lead singer of When in Rome.
2.
When in Rome 2 or whatever it is, and he sings all their stuff. He's a songwriter in Los Angeles, written a lot of songs, been in a lot of bands, played all the local circus down there, and now he plays the big venues when they do the nostalgia 80s tours with Flock of Seagulls and stuff. When in Rome tours, and he goes on tour with them. Another guy is John Daly, who turned out to be nothing. He's the one staring up, and he's not nothing, of course, but he's one of the professors, I think, at Masters College. Another guy, Steve Austin, is, if I remember right, he is like the highest ranking national forestry guy in New Mexico. He's like the liaison to all of the New Mexico Indian tribes. That's his gig. And then the other one is, we talked about John Chiravalo and John Daly and Steve Austin. That was the Native
Steve
American
Austin,
guy.
Not like the
the man barely alive. Yeah, Steve Austin.
$6 million.
We can rebuild him. We can make him better. The tagline was, Steve Austin. It was a TV show. $6 million man.
Yukon Raphael goes, was the VW pulling the Stang?
It was not. The VW is not pulling the Mustang. The Mustang ran just fine. Thank you very much. The tagline for the $6 Million Man show was Steve Austin, a man barely alive. And so with our friend, his name was Steve Austin. So in the 70s and 80s, you call him a man, Steve Austin, a man barely hip. That's kind of funny. I think the Sun Valley Fox is the only one who gets it. He was barely hip. So you had to be hip to be cool? Never mind. It's a long story. Actually, it's not a long story at all. I'm just not going to tell you because you won't get it, and it'll make me look stupid. So we're going to move on. Bum, 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 bum. All right, this one I got a question on. This is a legitimate question. I need some smart people here, okay? Because I'm going to take an advertisement and I'm going to turn it into something I have a legitimate question on. And I'm going to tell you how I got to this legitimate question in the drag and drop section of the program. Okay, so this is an advertisement from Best Buy. It says, Van Top drone, purchase Van Top drones at Best Buy. And so I was just sitting here staring at this because, I don't have a drone, but I was thinking about getting a drone. I might like a drone someday. And not just to fly around the neighborhood and look in windows to see women that are bathing. No. That would be bad. Not good at all. Would never do that. Anyway, so I thought about something, and this is where I need your help. Thinking about a drone. And I thought about, can you fly a drone over someone's house? Now, I know I'm going to try to get this in the right order because I've done some thinking on this. So bear with me a little bit, just a little bit here. All right. If you dug a well, now they wouldn't give you a permit, but if you just went outside and you hired a guy and you bought a big crane and you started drilling a well, the state or the county would come in and go, you can't do that. Why not? This is my house. How far underground do I own the dirt? I can dig out a swimming pool. So I got 10, 12 feet. I'm allowed to do that. Can I go 30 feet? Can I go 100 feet? At some point, they say, no, where we live, I found out Chevron has leased all of the land that the city of Bakersfield is, most of it, the city of Bakersfield is on. They own the oil rights, the mineral rights. Well, how far down? Well, whatever they want, really. If they want to claim oil 10 feet below your house, they can claim it. It's theirs. If it's 1 foot below your house, they can claim it. So you own your house, but how far down do you really owe? Now, the other question was, how far up? Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and I got into an argument with a neighbor years ago, and I was really pissed off. And it is complicated, but I had a crane in front of my house, big crane, and I hired the crane to grab something from the backyard and lift it up over the 2-story house to the front yard. And I got into an argument with the neighbor about, don't take that over my house. You can't lift that over. I said, I'm not going to lift it over your house, dumbass. I'm lifting it over my house. Well, you can't lift it over my house. It better not be, I own the space above my house. And I thought, for how far? Planes fly over it. Does he own that space? No. So 30,000 feet he doesn't own. Can a helicopter fly over it? Yeah, a helicopter could. You don't own that either. How far above your house do you own? Because going down, you don't own but more than a couple feet, maybe. Yeah.
There's some people that have made comments. Would you like to
go
know?
ahead. Yeah.
Jan Mock says, okay, that's a tricky question. Wouldn't it depend on what state you live in?
I'm sure it would. I'm sure there's no universal rule. I'm just asking.
Cactus J said 100 feet. Danny H said you own the property from ground level and below. However, you don't own the airspace. Samuel Pancake said, he was answering somebody else, sorry. Jeffrey Montgomery says, you can fly a drone over someone's house, yes, but within a certain distance from their house is considered bad taste.
Well,
and you have to make sure that the area isn't too close to an airport or no fly.
Sure. Now, there's common sense, there's respect, there's a certain decorum, I'm sure. But let's go back to the argument about how far over can you, in other words, I got mad at this guy. I said, you know what I'm going to do with my crane? I'm going to take this thing that I'm lifting over my house and I'm going to hang it over your house and I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to pay this crane to sit here for a month and this object is just going to hang over your house because you don't own the airspace above your house. You can't complain it. I wasn't going to put it 2 feet over his house. I was going to put it like 40 feet, but I was going to leave it there. Could I have got away with that? Shedix Mom.
Raven HQ says, not the slightest clue, brother. I'd fly it where the hell I wanted, and they would suck it. If Google can image you, then you can image you as well. If it's over American soil, it's your airspace.
See, that's what I'm thinking. But so then if I'm over someone else's house, could they shoot my drone down? Because that's what I think. I know this is a true thing in Oregon. They told my dad, who lives in Oregon, that he can't collect rainwater because if the rain is in the clouds, it belongs to the state of Oregon. If it's falling out of the clouds, it belongs to the state of Oregon. If it hits the ground and runs into a culvert, it belongs to the state of Oregon. And if it seeps down into a well, it belongs to the state of Oregon. They have claimed all the way up and all the way down in water rights.
All the way to God.
All of it, yeah.
King Wisenoak said, depends where you live. You're probably fine in Bakersfield. But for example, here in New York City, you need a special license to use a drone legally. Can't just have one to play with. That's my understanding, at least.
I'm sure that place by place, city by city, yes, I would guess there's different ordinances. I'm just asking generically, how far down below, if you own the land, how far down do you own the land?
Oh, somebody said, but generally 300 feet down and 300 feet up before you start running into federal laws.
Yeah.
That was from Kim Pamble.
That's what I'm asking. Is there a kind of a rule of thumb that has to give you 300? Is that the basic idea? Can you fly a drone around without getting in too much trouble? Can I hang a crane of something over my neighbor's house because he doesn't own that space? I mean, could I have done that?
Adam B said he lives in Oregon and that's not true. We collect rainwater all day long.
Well, okay, my dad said this is something they're passing.
Okay.
This is something working its way through legislation right now because there's a lot of people that collect rainwater and the state doesn't want it. No, that's ours. So, I don't know. It's a liberal hypocrisy at its best. Anyway, so yeah, that was do you guys, I want to tell you something, honey. I don't know if you know this or not. I've told you this years ago. We've had conversations as husband and wife, and I go very 1950s on you. Do you know what rule of thumb means?
Oh, I used to. I don't.
Because that's used in everything. We just talked about it. Well, what's the rule of thumb for what do you own below? What do you own above? Is there an average rule of thumb? What is the rule of thumb? It's my understanding the rule of thumb was back in the day, you are not allowed to strike your wife. You're not allowed to hit your wife with an object that is wider than your thumb. Then it's abuse. But if it's your thumb or narrower, well, that's just education. That's just correcting your wife. That was where the rule of thumb came from. It's like, don't hit your wife if it's something wider than your thumb. Just keep it about that size and go ahead, beat the shit out of her. That's my understanding. I don't know if it's true or not, but that sounds logical to me.
May I read some sheets?
Blow through the sheets, honey, and then I'm going to do some drag and drops.
Dean Foreman on Facebook sent 200 stars. Joey Uquerde, member for 26 months. So 26 months.
26 months.
Still on the bus. I'm right behind Loud One, holding on for dear life. Hope all is well with all of you. 2 years, 2 months strong. Michael Callahan on Facebook, fucking haters. We are in our own world. Leave us alone. 100 stars. James Siverly wants to know, he's a new member. He wants to know, what did your Mustang have in it?
Stock 302. It wasn't. I did some stuff to it, but not a lot.
Loud One member for 21 months. I just want to point out that not only is this the best mobile bar ever, but I'd personally like to thank every extra and visitor for joining us, whether for one show or all. I'm happy to drive this bus.
Loud One is the one on the bus. We're still working on getting that print of the bus with all of your faces cartooned, like the poster for Animal House. You guys remember that? And all the characters coming out of the house and on the grass. We're trying to get one together for the bus, this big bus. And we put out some money. We're just waiting for the return. I've sent another email out. But Loud One is the one driving the bus. He's got a permanent position out front right there. Yeah.
John Stevenson, 1999. I gotta go. It was nice seeing you all again. I'll be back as the official, unofficial sponsor soon. Chris Conrad, member for 19 months. Christina Dvorak, $50 to clear the jar.
There we go.
And that is it for the sheets at the moment.
Okay. I want to give away one of these things now. You took my thing. I got to go.
Oh, here. I'm sorry.
You took it away. All right. I should open this, but I...
Don't. You can, and I'll give...
Can you open that? Can you do that?
Well, there's pieces that are going to come out.
Well, just don't fucking lose the pieces, man. It's not that
Why do you want to open it?
Just give me the goddamn thing open. Don't question me.
I am questioning you.
Don't question me.
Why do you want it open?
What? Why do you care why I want it open? Just open the fucking thing. Now, see how hard that was? You see, we could have accomplished the same thing. With
I accomplished it the whole time I was talking to you.
You weren't talking. You were questioning my authority on the matter.
I was opening it while we were talking.
If I want any lip out of you...
You know what? Let's go outside right now.
No, I'm not going to get my ass kicked by a
Everybody go to the camera. It's going down.
When we were junior high, it was meet behind the Kmart. I went to James Madison Junior High in the Valley, and it was you got in a fight with some meet me behind the Kmart after school. That's where all the fights happen. Anyway, okay.
You got to give them the phone number.
Yeah, I'm aware of how the game is played.
Well, people are asking for it. Can I post it?
Yes, but don't text the phone number just yet. All right. Good God. All right, let's go to here. Let's put the phone number up on the screen. Bong. Okay, that is the Gen X Talks phone. This is the Gen X Talks phone. It is turned on. And I'm going to ask you a question. And if you send me a text with the answer, then I will have your phone number and I will text you back and say, you won, send me your address. That way you don't have to send me your name, your address, your phone number, your shoe size, your blood type, and your social security number. No. Just give me the answer, okay? And your name if you want. And then I will say it in there. So I'm going to ask you a couple trivia questions and I'm going to save some of these, but this is from Grill Floss. Like I told you, see how that works now? It just grabs the grill right there and it cleans the grill, and it works it comes with a couple of attachments. It works perfect.
Michael Dawson goes, rule of thumb.
Yeah, rule of thumb. Hold on here. Let me see. I can officially beat the shit out of you, and I'm not disrespecting any laws or ordinance under the heading rule of thumb. All right. Michael Dawson's, yeah, give me one of those. I got a wife needs a little talking to. Send me one of those, General.
Karen says, talk shit, get hit.
Talk shit, get hit. All right. So anyway, this is from the Grill Floss guys. And if you don't win one, go buy one. They use the promo code Gen X Talks, get a couple bucks off.
The phone numbers for the trivia question.
Phone numbers for the trivia question and the Grill Floss link. Everybody should put it up right now. All the moderators put up that thing just so you guys can go get one if you don't win one. All right. Now, nobody's going to go click that. Every single person in here who would go buy one is sitting there going, I'm going to fucking win it. I'm going to win. I ain't going to have to buy it. I'm going to win. I ain't buying. I ain't clicking no promo code. I'm just going to win. No, you're not. One of you is going to win. Well, maybe two. All right. So let me turn the phone on so I can make sure that I'm getting the answers correctly. Make sure the battery is charged. Okay. We're looking for text messages, and the phone is on, and it's ready to go. All right. So the phone is on. I will receive the text message at 1-805-460-5603. Now, the question. Let's see. How do I do this? What's a good one to do here? All right. I'll do two tonight. Two picture trivias, all right? We'll do these real quick. I'm going to cover part of my screen, so you're going to have to look close. Get your phone right up against you. Get your bifocals on. For those of you old people, Sun Valley Fox can't play. I'm not allowing him to play because he has a monocle. Looks like Mr. Peanut when he wears a hat. Long story. All right. I'm going to show you a picture. You text your answer to this phone. What TV show was this? What is the name of this TV show? Ready? Here we go. What TV show? Calm down.
I'm going crazy. I already know what it is. Don't say it in the chat.
They're
you
going
gotta
to say it in the
text.
chat. They're going to say it in the chat.
Text.
Anyway, if you know what that is, what's the name of that TV show, text it to the phone number on the screen, and you're going to get a free grill floss.
And he's waiting. Do not put it in the chat. People. Kevin Grimes, member for 25 months.
Nobody's giving me their name. Lots of them came in.
I'd like a bad stain. Gotta cut me out to get rid of me. Best bar ever.
Okay. So everybody, no one got the wrong answer. Oh, someone did. All in the Family is not right. Whoever that was. Now some fucker's calling me. Did I say to call me? Don't call me. Make me block you. All right. Stop sending it in. That some of them did. One wrote the Partridge Family. No. A Different World. Heavy Hard Drive says it's a different world. No, it's not. You got that one wrong too. You know who got it? You're not going to believe who got this.
Who got it?
The first one through. My God. Let me scroll back down there. And she actually sent it twice because I didn't comment. Don't make fun of me.
I am.
I will turn your camera on if you make fun of me.
Oh God, no. Scare everybody.
So you're not going to believe who won this. First one came through like super quick. Was no, it's not Silver Spoons or MASH. How could that picture have been MASH? Who the fuck wrote MASH?
They're just fucking with you.
Marcy Zavala.
Woo!
Marcy Zavala got it first. She got Facts of Life. That's right.
Marcy, go Marcy, go Marcy, go Marcy, go Marcy.
All right. So there was almost everybody got the right answer. They got their name and then they got the right one. But you guys were just a little late. Marcy was a little faster. She's a little quicker on that. So Marcy gets one.
Dr. Dreamy said it was me, not Marcy. That's what he said. He probably used her phone.
Oh, did he use her phone?
Yes.
Well, it came up as Marcy's, so she's the one getting it. Now she can hold that. And now Marcy Zavala can hold this to Dr. Madreamy and go, so you want to use this? Because it ain't yours, it's mine. It came to me. It was addressed to me. I won. And when Dr. Madreamy gets a little rowdy and goes, give me my fucking grill master, she can go, rule of thumb. Rule of thumb, Dr. Madreamy. You want to end up in the ER and fix your own wounds?
You take the good, you take the bad, and then...
And there you have the Facts of Life. All right, so that was one. You want to do one more? We'll give away one more.
Let's
All right.
go.
Stop texting. Let it clear, guys. Let it clear. All right, let's look and see here. Kristen Hartman was late. Rick was late. There was I Hate Fucks was in here. Steve Plum, Phil's Garage, D the Moonwraith. A lot of people tried. You guys were just late, but a lot of you. Michael Dawson wrote Happy Days. He knows. He's just fucking with me. He did not believe that. All right. So here we go. All right, you see, they're not beeping anymore. I'll wait for no more stuff's coming through. Good, thank you. Now let's see. We'll get one more in here. All right, so there was an ad campaign, a big ad campaign put on by the government during the upbringing of Generation X, and it was huge. I want to say for 4 or 5 years, might have been the full 8 years. I don't know, but I want to know the tagline. If I said, what's the tagline for Nike? You would say, just do it. You know the tagline for the product. There was a tagline for this campaign. And don't ever go, I don't know the fucking shit. How would I know it? Because you know. If you were there, you'd know. All right? Give me your name and the tagline for this. And it came out in the 80s. What was the name of the anti-drug campaign slogan that the First Lady Nancy Reagan created? Send it to 1-805-460-5603. Boom, 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 boom. Dun 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 dun. Damon, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. All right, we got one. And does it have a name? No name.
Oh,
I can't.
man.
They got it as a 541 area code, but they didn't put their name. I said, say the name.
Bummer.
I said, say the name. So let's see. Dum dum dum. So it's not there. Dare is not right. Dare was not the slogan. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's see who got it. There's a bunch coming in. The next one. Wait. I'm going to go in the right order. They appear in order on my phone. I'm not cheating on this. Hold on. Let me get rid of that now that you guys know. I'm not cheating on this. This is the order of things. Okay, so let's see. Does Marcy dare? No. Say no to drugs? Yeah, but no name, so I don't know who it is. Crack is whack. No, I hate fucks. It's not crack is whack. Don't do drugs is wrong. That's not the phrase. There it is. Ooh. It's in the 661 area code. And, oh my God. Okay, this is going to look like it's rigged. This is going to look like it's fucking rigged. It's not. I read them just in the right order. I didn't cheat you guys. God damn. Marcy Zavala got the first one. Just say no. He goes, it's me, Low Torque.
What?
And Low Torque used to be on staff here, and Low Torque is like Rick Moranis, if you guys remember. He's like, okay, so it's just saying no. It's hi, it's Low Torque. If you don't want to give it to me, I understand, but I sure like one because I got a grill. It's awful dirty because I closed the lid last year and didn't clean it yet. So it's just saying no. It's Nancy Reagan. She had a button. I had a button when I was a kid. Everybody used to kick the shit out of me because I wore the button to school because mom said I had to. It says just say no. So it's just say no, and I'm Low Torque. That's how it went. Now he condensed it, but that's how he sounds.
So it was just say no?
Just say no. Yeah, that was the slogan, was just say no. Dare was a different thing.
That was the program.
Yeah, but that was
Wasn't that an LA one? Dare program?
I think Dare was everywhere.
Oh, was it?
But MAD, like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, but the slogan was just say no. Which was really funny because during that they had one of the biggest cocaine busts of all time, and they found like $5 million in cocaine, and all of the bags were from the White House that said just say no.
That's funny. Low Torque says, I'll steal yours at the barbecue. You can give my win to the next person.
All right. Well, if Low Torque's giving his away,
who's next?
Who's next? Let me go through the list and see. Just know who was next in line. Dare was wrong from the 469 area code. Kristen, but it doesn't say Kristen Hartman. Oh, it does. Kristen Hartman. Just say no to drugs. She's right. Just say no. It's also, she had Facts of Life correctly, but she was late. Sorry.
Kristen Hartman, way to go.
Kristen Hartman. So Kristen Hartman, she's so pretty. She's so wonderful. And now I adore her because she has a grill floss.
Civic says, great contest. Thank you for a chance, General.
Yeah, man, it was kind of cool. We're going to do some more of those. This is the cool thing about when Jacob finds sponsors, like advertisers that like the program, he reaches out to all these people, and his first question is like, hey, do you know who Gen X Talks is? And if they're like, no, who the fuck's that? Click. But if they're like, oh, yeah, we love those guys. You on TikTok and YouTube. Yeah. He's like, well, how would you like to advertise with them or sponsor them and, do some? Great, man. We're in. We'll do some stuff. I have no problem helping out. So we got these things after the kid did his ambush video, and Jacob got a hold of him and did this, and now we got a few to give away. I'm in, man. I dig this tool. It works pretty good. Not super expensive. So for any of you who didn't get one, do the link and use the promo code GenXTalks. It gives the kids some brownie points for whatever he's got set up with Jacob, but it's a cool gig. You guys won't be disappointed in it. All right. More stuff. Yeah, wait till you see some of the other stuff we're going to give away that these guys are sending us. They got some. I had no idea I always knew we had cool friends and family and fans and viewers, but I had no idea that some of them had these businesses with these cool little trinkets and things you can do. I think it's far out. So there's another ambush video coming tomorrow, and it ties into another sponsor. So you guys got to check this out because I had no use for this at all. When Jacob says, yes, and I don't know how to use this at all. I'm not even acquainted. But for those of you following the podcast, one of the daughters, the millennial daughter, this is right up her alley. And she cheated. And so the sponsor, she cheated with the sponsor, with the advertiser that was going to do something. They sent us some, she cheated. And you'll see the ambush video tomorrow, but I'm not paying her.
May I do a couple sheets?
Go ahead. Do the sheets.
Sweets wants to know, is the $2 whore David Black?
Holy Santa Claus. Yes. How did she get that?
I think she waits every single time.
How did she get that?
I don't know. Jan Mott says Trippy, the $2 whore.
Trippy is not. We saw Trippy today riding a scooter. I wish I got a picture of this dude. This guy comes tooling across an intersection on a scooter with headphones on. It looks just like Trippy. He had this bright green button-down shirt tucked into his Levi's, no belt. And he had these fake Levi's that tapered down to about this big, and he had some 1975 New Balance shoes on, and he's on a scooter with headphones zipping through traffic. Unbelievable. It was trippy. You want to know how heartless Gen X Mom is? Your queen, the one you hold in such high regard. She's watching this dude tool down the road, and right when he gets to the curb, she goes, wouldn't it be funny if he fell?
That's a
Wouldn't it be funny if he just like biffed it right now and just wiped out? I went, what are you talking about? She's just looking at the guy going, he's going to fall. He's got no athletic prowess at all. This dude's going to fall. He didn't fall, but I thought it was kind of odd that her first thing was just following this dude going, kind of cool if that dude just wiped out right now, wouldn't it? See, she subconsciously, she wants injury to Trippy Pineapple.
No, I don't.
You do. You
Not.
absolutely do. All right, you heard it here first. That was a true story. Look, we got a ton of stuff to go, but I think I more than made it for the time lapse that we missed in there. I do apologize for I don't know exactly what happened. I restarted everything. We got back on track. I'll tell you what, I'll try to remember to restart the computer and do everything, refresh everything right before we begin, shut it all down and bring it all back up. That seems to be our best bet. And the camera doesn't freeze up anymore because we turn the temperature down inside the studio to minus 30. And if we're at minus 30, I'm comfortable. The Mac is comfortable. You guys are obviously comfortable. I think that should be a standard rating from now on. Listen, I do got to go. I got to get out of here. I got stuff that I got to accomplish. This was a fun. I got so much stuff to show you that I got a ton of stuff for Thursday already sitting here. We need to do a longer show on Thursday. We're gonna have to go longer. We're gonna have to go like 2 hours because I'm getting on a roll with this stuff, and I can't. And we got more stuff to give away, more trivia. It's going to be fun. Maybe we'll do it through email. This seemed to work out pretty good because I could see the order pretty quick on it. Listen, thanks for tuning in, you guys. If you guys had a little over an hour of your evening to waste, what better place to waste it than right here at Gen X Talks? I'm telling you, it's the fastest hour in radio, is it not? It went by like that. You didn't even know. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. It's time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Oh, good night, Gracie.
Thank you. I'm not sure where you tuned in from, AM, FM, Sirius, XM, or perhaps you turned in somewhere around the world on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things. Wherever you go, well, there you are. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. That's right.